Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play MediEvil 2. We have made it through the Greenwich Observatory in the last video, and now we are in the Naval Academy. This is a shorter level compared to the observatory, but is by no means less difficult. Matter of fact, I just want to run straight into here. And when I get in here, we're going to have two of these alien heads popping up. One of them, unfortunately, is going to take control of a body. Even though we tried to kill both of them. Or at least I tried to kill both of them. I'm the one playing here. But fighting one of these guys is obviously preferable to fighting two of them. And once you fight this guy off, feel free to destroy the head as soon as it comes off the body there. Alright. Yeah, there are a ton of enemies outside of the Naval Academy. And while there is an energy vault you can take, it's not worth getting. So anyway, we have this little submersible thing we can put our head in. L1 press triangle, if the game will let me. And from here, what is over here? I forget. Well, there's a bird. It's a good thing I remembered that was there. If you ever lose your head outside, you can go up here and get it. Also, there's this thing. This little flying machine up here. And if you go up here, you'll find out what you need to do to get out of here.
If we could get the fire going, we might be able to use the balloon.
This is where the submersible we placed our head in earlier will come in handy. Now that we are able to get back down here, one, I want to equip the hammer, replace the sword with it, for what we're about to do a little later. Second, it is time to go ahead and use controls. This moves the magnet up there from side to side. And this switch, when struck, as you will with all these switches, moves the magnet across the length of this pool of acid. You definitely don't want to fall in here. And when you want to drop the magnet, you hit this switch. Oof. Okay. That's definitely not what I wanted. And 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you want the shadow to be directly on top of this thing. You didn't want the big shadow to be directly on top of the smaller one. That's how you get the bellows. And we will need the bellows to get a fire going, as Winston told us earlier. So, let us get our bellows. Is there anything else on the top there that I need to be worried, that I need to be aware of? I remember hearing... I guess there isn't. Oh, you can talk to the skiff here. let's go ahead and do that. And let's go ahead and refill on crossbow ammo, because we are going to need it. There is another skiv battle, another skiv encounter that we can make shortly after this. It doesn't really matter which one you use, just as long as you refill with either of them, because we are going to need firearms for what we're going to be doing shortly. Okay. We need to equip the torch temporarily. And from here, we need to light this torch and get a fire going. Second of all, we're going to put the torch back over here, and we're going to use the bellows as an item. Now we just... Really? Now we just need to jump on the bellows. Get the fire going. We get knocked off. That's okay. And once we get the fire going enough, we get this hot air balloon platform up into the air.
Mander, is it ready?
Yes, Master. At the press of a button, the great scope will find all the pages of the spell book.
Good. Start the machine. Start the machine.
Yes, soon it will all be mine.
What the devil? No! What have we got here? Meddlesome fool. Do you know what you've ruined? Mander, deal with this wretch.
Time to break some bones, Dogman.
Bones.
Shut up.
And it's boss time against Dogman and Mander, Palethorn's minions. This doorway I just entered, that takes you to a healing fountain, as well as the skiv. I told you we'd meet him again. However, what we need to do is face Dogman and Mander. Dogman cannot be hit with the gun, despite how slow he is. You have to hit him with a melee weapon. So what you need to do is equip the hammer, which is why I got it equipped, and use the power strike on Dogman. Every time Dogman is close, you want to hit with the energy rings on the power strike. There should be music here, but I'm not hearing it. And if Dogman hits you, you will get stunned. You do not want to be stunned. Thankfully, it will only be for a little while, but it'll be just enough time for Dogman to do some damage, which is something I'm not necessarily fond of. Wow! I got Mander and before I got Dogman. I know in the practice run I got Dogman first and then Mander. If Mander is left to his own devices, he will switch to a different strategy where he keeps charging at you. If that happens, just equip a firearm and you just blast him with it. Use the daring dash to get away from him if you have to. But make sure that the little green aiming light is directly on Mander, so that way you know you're hitting him. I did not expect to damage Mander with the energy rings on the hammer's power strike. Apparently, just about every time that I got Dogman, I was also getting Mander, which is very good. That is actually something you do want to do. Let's go ahead and return the Talus.
Take this weapon. It's better than it looks, I can tell you.
Well, it definitely came in handy during MediEvil 1. Not as much as I would have liked it to, but it did. Let's see what's going on with the professor.
Fortescue, well done, my friend. You thwarted Palethorn. Winston tells me about his fiendish scheme, and it's our first piece of good news. If he hasn't got all the pages of the spellbook, then he hasn't got full control of the undead. If we can get to them before he does, then we just might stand a chance of defeating him. Sorry, no time for chat. If you're ready, let's get this show on the road.
So now that we have stopped Palethorn from getting his hands on all the pages of the spellbook at once, we have a chance at keeping some pages away from him so we can't utilize the full range of what the book has in terms of powers, and he also can't fully control the undead. As long as we can keep all the pages away from Palethorn, we will have a chance. We will have to go further into London to start looking for pages for Darok's old spellbook if we want to stop Palethorn in his own game. But that will have to wait until the next video. Join me next time where we go into another area of London and try to stop Palethorn's evil plot. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!